Hi guys, let's get more news about Warriors. But first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade have just dropped some completely unexpected news that has everyone talking. What seemed like a quiet stretch in the off-season has suddenly exploded into major headlines, leaving fans shocked, confused, and buzzing across social media. And no, this isn't some small roster shuffle or an injury update. This is something that could shape the direction of the entire Warriors franchise heading into the next season. After weeks of speculation and behind-the-scenes tension, the Golden State Warriors have made a decision that almost no one saw coming. According to multiple sources close to the organization, the front office has reached a breaking point regarding the future of one of their key young players. And the decision they're leaning toward is absolutely stunning. Jonathan Kuminga, yes, the 22-year-old forward who many thought was part of the team's future, is once again at the center of major trade discussions. But this time, the tone is completely different. Reports say that the Warriors are seriously re-evaluating their stance on keeping Kuminga long-term following what insiders describe as frustrating contract talks and a growing sense of urgency inside the organization. For months, Golden State has tried to find middle ground on a new deal for the young forward, but it seems both sides have hit a wall. The team reportedly offered him a 3-year deal worth around $75 million with a team option, but Kuminga's camp wasn't having it. His agent, Aaron Turner, made it clear that his client wants more stability and less team control. The situation has become so tense that Kuminga is now strongly considering signing his qualifying offer instead. That might sound like a minor detail, but it's a massive move. Signing the qualifying offer means he'd play just one more year with the Warriors at around $8 million and then become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. That's basically a statement saying, "I'll bet on myself." It would also give Kuminga a rare no-trade clause, meaning Golden State couldn't move him without his approval. For a franchise used to calling the shots, that's a nightmare scenario. Inside the Warriors organization, that possibility has caused a ripple effect. They know that if Kuminga takes the qualifying offer, they risk losing him for nothing next summer. And that's something this front office absolutely can't afford, especially after years of trading away young talent and watching them flourish elsewhere. Remember, this is the same organization that saw Jordan Poole shipped out after a championship season only to watch him put up solid numbers in Washington. Letting another young piece slip away for nothing would be disastrous for their long-term plan. But here's where things get even crazier. Sources say the Warriors have reopened trade discussions with none other than the Sacramento Kings. Yes, the same Kings team they battled in one of the most intense playoff series of the last few years. Earlier in the OS, those talks stalled, but now the phones are buzzing again. The Kings reportedly offered a package centered around Malik Monk and a lottery-protected 2030 first-round pick for Kuminga. Back then, their Warriors turned it down. But now with Kuminga's contract situation spiraling and the clock ticking toward October 1st, the tone may have shifted. Can you imagine Kuminga in Sacramento playing alongside De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis? The thought of it alone has Warriors fans nervous. The Kings have been hunting for a dynamic young forward who can defend multiple positions and finish at the rim. And Kuminga fits that description perfectly. Meanwhile, Golden State would be getting Monk, one of the league's most electrifying bench scorers and a future draft pick that could help rebuild depth down the line. But there's a catch financially. It's complicated. If the Warriors trade Kuminga for Monk straight up, it triggers a hard cap due to the NBA's base year compensation rules that would severely limit Golden State's flexibility for the rest of the season. They wouldn't be able to use key tools like the taxpayer mid-level exception to sign players like Al Horford, who has been heavily linked to them in recent weeks. To make the deal work, they'd have to move another player, someone like Buddy Held or Moses Moody, to a third team. And as of now, sources say the Warriors are reluctant to take that step. It's a high-stakes chess game, and every move has consequences. The Warriors front office, led by Mike Dunleavy Jr., has to weigh the future carefully. Do they double down on their veterans, Curry, Clay, and Draymond, and sacrifice youth for win-now pieces? Or do they gamble on Kuminga, finally blossoming into the two-way force they've been waiting for? Fans are divided. Some believe Golden State should be in on maximizing what's left of Stephen Curry's prime. Others argue that trading away a 22-year-old with star potential would be a huge mistake. Especially since Kuminga's athleticism and energy are exactly what the team has been lacking. When he's confident and aggressive, he changes games. We saw flashes of it last season. Powerful drives, big dunks, and defensive plays that completely shifted momentum. It's exactly why teams like Sacramento are still chasing him. And now, with time running out before the season tips off, their Warriors are under pressure. Internally, there's talk about hard decisions needing to be made soon. Do they finalize a trade? Do they cave on contract demands? Or do they let the situation drag out and risk losing leverage entirely? Fans are refreshing their feeds daily, waiting for that next Woj bomb or Shams tweet to drop because everyone knows something big is brewing. And you can feel the tension building, not just inside the organization, but across the entire fan base. Golden State's identity has always been built on loyalty, chemistry, and culture. But now they're standing at a crossroads where business decisions might outweigh emotions. The strength in numbers era feels like it's transforming into win now or else. The dynasty isn't over yet, but it's being tested like never before. So, Warriors fans, the question now is what happens next? Does Kuminga stay and prove he's worth the investment? Does the front office pull the trigger on a blockbuster trade? Or will we see their Warriors take a risk that could either save or sink their next chapter? One thing's certain, whatever decision Golden State makes, it's going to have ripple effects across the entire league. This is one of those moments where you can feel history being written in real time. It's a reminder that in the NBA, things can change overnight. One phone call, one contract decision, one trade proposal, and suddenly the entire direction of a franchise shifts. Their Warriors have shocked us before, and with this unexpected news, they're doing it again. Warriors Nation, buckle up. The next few days could get wild. Whether your team keep Kuminga or team make the move, one thing's for sure, you won't want to miss what happens next. This story isn't just about contracts or trades. It's about the future of the Golden State Warriors, the legacy of Stephen Curry, and the next chapter of a dynasty that refuses to fade quietly. So stay tuned. Hit that like button if you believe the Warriors are about to shock the league again, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of this unexpected decision? Should Golden State keep faith in Kuminga or move on before it's too late? The clock is ticking and the NBA world is watching.